Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this is your first of two You Pick Tuesday matches. Morgan Aste versus Jamie Christian-Johal, Johal, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his last name. He is the Giant, Jamie the Giant Christian. Anyway guys, these are both giants. Morgan Aste, of course, he competed at the Arnold Classic, if you'll all recall that. It was a pretty famous showing because he was arguably or in my opinion, he was the most conditioned guy out there. And he placed something dead last or second to last. Johnny O. Jackson might have placed underneath him. Anyway, guys, these two, not the average bodybuilder, of course. 6'6", I believe, Jamie. He's a few inches taller than Morgan, as you can see here. But, of course, at this height, a few inches does not look like a whole lot. Both guys definitely tall. I would give an edge aesthetically to Jamie, the Giant, I believe. But when you look at the deep conditioning, you can really tell Morgan Aste, he's one of those power lifters. He's a world's strongest man type competitor, I do believe. He competed in strongman events, and you can really see that in the quality of his muscle. But still, aesthetically speaking, Jamie would probably get an edge. Front lat spread. Now this again, Jamie has that small waist, and boom, he flowers up. A little bit too lean, I think, for the open class. A little too big for the classic physique. It's too bad there wasn't a division in between those two, just called classic. Anyway, guys, another Jamie would be another perfect bodybuilder for that class. But anyway, guys, I think it might be a case here where he is more aesthetically pleasing. Good muscle separation, but Morgan might be just too much for him. Size and conditioning, and I believe if you could see them side by side live, you would definitely see that. But I don't know. It's still close. Turn to the side, and this is the real difference, guys. It's all about levels, and Morgan is on a different level altogether. Look at those calves. The bone itself, around the shin bone. I mean, Jamie has no chance of ever getting calves the size of Jamie, or of Morgan's, I apologize. And look at the hamstrings and the dryness. My soul, my kingdom for a soul. And I neglected to mention that torn bicep. He has a bit of a torn bicep, does Morgan Aste. And you can see it slightly here, but it's not that much of a glaring omission at all. I wouldn't have placed him last. Anyway, no side tricep, so we'll go right to the back development. And wow, this is dry conditioning. And those calves, look at the calf superiority of Morgan Aste. Just incredible. This guy, if he didn't have that torn bicep, he'd have a lot going for him. Yes, he is a giant. He's 6'3", 6'4", whatever he is. He's tall. But he has thickness. He has a thick quality, of course, on the calves. And in the Christmas tree, are you kidding me? He is pretty much flattening Jamie in this, with all due respect to Jamie the Giant. Rear double bicep pose, and I'm sure Jamie the Giant himself would say no disrespect taken, because this here, from the calves to the glutes, just unbelievable. The Christmas tree, Morgan Aste, just so unbelievable. Underrated, I'm telling you what. And he's a giant too, so he's going to dwarf anybody beside him. I made him quite substantially shorter than Jamie in this comparison because he's bending at the knees so substantially. My soul, look at those calves. And like I said, it's genetics plus training to get calves that big. I mean, you can take all the stuff under the sun, and you're never going to develop big calves genetically, or like somebody that has a genetic superiority like Jamie, or Morgan Aste. Apologize, these two names, Jamie Morgan. Hey, they could both be girls' names, but I definitely would not say that in front of these two big giants. Talk about intimidators, ab and thigh pose. See, again, Jamie, the Giant, would have an edge, I think. As far as the front poses, he has a better set of abs, good muscle separation in the quads. Although there is a definite quality, a hard crispness, vascularity that Morgan Aste possesses in his quads. So we are at the most muscular, and the point system is definitely thrown out the window for my judging systems. Conditioning, things like that are all taken into consideration. Calves, and Morgan Aste, he was so superior in the calves, so superior in the conditioning, the glutes. It's just Morgan, he is so underrated, guys, and if not for that little torn bicep, and I mean, it's not that much of a glaring omission if you ask me. Here's another most muscular, and I have to say, Jamie the Giant. He is fantastic. He is huge. He's fantastic. He has those abs. He's probably winning this pose here. I mean, look at those quads feathering my soul. Should be in the classic division. Not classic physique, not open, just classic bodybuilding. He should be in that division. But anyway, guys, no disrespect meant to Jamie the Giant. Morgan, Aste, your clear winner in my opinion. Very underrated. Never seen such dryness in such a giant, tall bodybuilder. Anyway, guys, this was an awesome one. And don't forget to throw a request out here. And you could be played next week. And now how does You Pick Tuesday work? It's not like Fan Request Friday. Fan Request Friday, I picked the very first request. You Pick Tuesday. Throw your request out there. And the one that gets the most thumbs up will be played. So even thumbs up your own request. Get it out there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one and look forward to the next one. There's 2 You Pick Tuesday. Have a great day, guys.